If I told you that the most powerful weapon against your late-night cravings and that stubborn middle-aged spread did not come from a shockingly expensive injection made by Big Pharma, but from something you can pick up on any shelf at Tesco or Sainsbury's for less than £3, you would probably think I have completely lost my mind. We are watching millions of people across the country spend a fortune on weight loss drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy, desperate to force their bodies to do exactly what human biology can already do naturally: shut down the appetite and drop blood sugar levels straight through the floor. The only real issue is that nobody has ever bothered to show you where the switches are hidden. But we are changing all of that today, because one of those master switches is hiding inside something so mundane, so completely ordinary that you have probably overlooked it your entire life. Just one single spoonful of this everyday food before you go to sleep, and you will completely hack your entire metabolic system. You need to listen closely to what comes next, because this is the exact reason why you find yourself raiding the kitchen cupboards at midnight, why you wake up feeling absolutely exhausted in the morning, and why that frustrating belly fat simply refuses to budge. Here is the hidden problem that 90% of people are dealing with every single night without having any clue it is even happening. You go to bed, perhaps with a slight rumble in your stomach, telling yourself you are being incredibly disciplined because you skipped dinner or stopped eating after 6 in the evening. You honestly believe you are doing your body a massive favor, but you are completely wrong. In fact, the exact opposite is true. While you are drifting off to sleep, your blood sugar levels begin a slow and steady downward slide. To your brilliant but highly sensitive brain, this drop is an absolute catastrophe. Your ancient lizard brain panics and starts screaming that you are starving to death in the middle of the wilderness. It cannot differentiate between a comfortable modern bedroom in the United Kingdom and a freezing kingdom and a freezing cave thousands of years ago. So, what does your body do in this state of absolute panic? It throws stress hormones around like a chaotic rock star smashing up televisions in a luxury hotel room. Your system gets completely flooded with cortisol and adrenaline. These are the classic fight or flight hormones, designed by evolution to save your life when you are being hunted by a saber-toothed tiger. Instead, they are being aggressively switched on right in the middle of the night, purely to force your liver to dump emergency energy into your bloodstream to feed your brain. But this midnight cortisol fireworks display comes with a devastating price tag for your health and your waistline. First of all, elevated cortisol is the absolute #1 chemical command for your body to store visceral belly fat. It signals to your system that you are living through a massive crisis, demanding that every single available calorie be locked away as an emergency reserve right around your midsection. Secondly, it completely sabotages your sleep quality. You toss and turn, you wake up multiple times throughout the night, and you are completely blocked from entering those deep, restorative sleep phases. It is exactly like trying to drive a car down the motorway while someone is constantly yanking on the handbrake. The engine stutters, it struggles, and it burns almost no fuel. The miserable result of this cycle is that you wake up in the morning feeling far more tired than when your head hit the pillow. Your metabolism is running on absolute survival mode, and you have an overwhelming, ravenous hunger for something incredibly sweet or carb-heavy to kickstart your day. This creates a vicious cycle that drags you further away from your fitness goals with every passing day. It feels entirely hopeless, as if you are permanently trapped by the harsh biochemistry of your own genetics. But you can completely dismantle this entire destructive loop with one ridiculously simple evening trick, because a single tablespoon of pure peanut butter turns the entire equation upside down. This is not some cheap internet gimmick. It is hard, undeniable biological science. Let us break down exactly how this one humble spoonful makes such a massive physiological difference. The secret lies in a brilliant combination of 3 distinct dietary superheroes: high-quality protein, healthy fats, and powerful amino acids. Inside this simple jar is an abundance of an amino acid called tryptophan. Your body is an incredible natural alchemist, taking this tryptophan and converting it directly into serotonin, which is your primary happiness hormone. From there, your brain transforms that serotonin into melatonin, the ultimate hormone responsible for deep, restful sleep. Achieving significantly better sleep automatically dampens the chaotic cortisol spikes that ruin your nights. Your metabolism can finally relax and shift into a dedicated fat-burning mode, rather than staying trapped in a panic state that forces fat storage. But the magic does not stop there, because peanut butter also contains a vital amino acid called arginine. Think of arginine as the late-night cleaning crew for your cellular health. It drastically boosts the production of nitric oxide in your blood vessels, which improves overall circulation and assists your body with deep repair and regeneration while you are fully asleep. This means you do not just wake up feeling refreshed, you wake up literally renewed from the inside out. And then we have the healthy, monounsaturated fats, which represent the most important piece of the puzzle. For decades, people across Britain have been deeply terrified of dietary fat, which has been a fatal mistake for metabolic health. These specific monounsaturated fats are digested at an incredibly slow, deliberate pace. They release a steady, continuous stream of clean energy over many hours. Think of an empty stomach like tossing a piece of crumpled up old newspaper into a fireplace. It flares up into a bright flame for a few seconds and then vanishes completely, causing your blood sugar to crash into the ground. A single spoonful of natural peanut butter, on the other hand, is like placing a massive, dry oak log into the hearth. You lay it down in the evening, and it glows steadily, providing a beautiful, stable warmth all night long. No sudden crashes, no panic alarms, no midnight cortisol spikes, just superior sleep, rock-solid energy, and perfectly happy cells. It sounds incredible already, but hold on tight. That was just the warm-up act, and now it is time for the main event. The absolute most important thing this single spoon does for you. The real reason why it can confidently take on the multi-billion-pound pharmaceutical industry is all about the natural stimulation of satiety hormones. And one of these specific hormones is an absolute biological powerhouse. You need to carve this name into your memory, GLUT1. This is exactly the hormone that modern weight loss medications like Ozempic and Wegovy artificially mimic inside your body. Right now, people are desperately paying hundreds of pounds every single month out of their own pockets for these injections, or they are sitting in absolute despair on endless National Health Service waiting lists. They are risking a long, terrifying list of side effects like extreme daily nausea, severe muscle loss, and terrible digestive misery. And what is all of this suffering and massive expense actually for? Just to trick your body into thinking it is producing GLUT1. But you can turn this exact metabolic switch on naturally. You can do it for pennies, right in your own kitchen, and without a single needle in sight. When your natural GLUT1 levels rise from eating those healthy fats, genuinely magical things happen to your system. First, your gastric emptying drastically slows down. The food stays resting in your stomach for a much longer period. You feel deeply satisfied, completely calm, and pleasantly full. This is the exact biological signal that shouts up to your brain that everything is absolutely fine, the pub is officially closed, the kitchen is cleaned up, and we have plenty of provisions to last until morning. Second, it ensures that your insulin levels remain incredibly low and perfectly stable all night long. And what does having low insulin overnight actually mean for you? It means absolute zero new fat storage and a phenomenal, highly active fat-burning environment waiting for you the very next morning. You are quite literally hacking your own biology with a simple ingredient. I can already hear the comments forming in your mind right now. You are thinking this is absolutely brilliant, so I am going to eat an entire massive jar of peanut butter tonight and wake up looking like a fashion model tomorrow. Slow down right there, my friend, because just like any genuine superpower, there is a strict instruction manual, and there's a very dark side if you get it wrong. There are 3 catastrophic mistakes that 99% of people make, which not only destroy the entire beneficial effect, but completely reverse it, guaranteeing you will gain even more belly fat. You need to understand these pitfalls right now. Please do not misunderstand me. Peanut butter is not some magical fairy dust that melts fat while you do whatever you want. It is a highly specific biological tool. And if you use a heavy tool incorrectly, you end up smashing your own house down instead of building it. Mistake number 1 is the portion size. Most people hear the phrase peanut butter is healthy, and they immediately reach for a massive soup spoon, or they just aggressively eat it straight out of the jar while standing by the fridge. That blind enthusiasm leads to hundreds, if not thousands, of excess calories that your resting body will never, ever burn off in your sleep. It will simply store them directly on your waistline as a permanent reserve. The absolute key here is 1 single tablespoon. Do not use the massive shovel you use to clear the snow off your driveway in the middle of winter. 1 level tablespoon is roughly 90 calories, 4 solid grams of protein, and 9 grams of pure liquid gone in the form of healthy fats. It is perfectly dosed to steer your nighttime hormones in the exact right direction, not to completely blow your daily calorie budget out of the water. Mistake number height is choosing the wrong variety. Take a walk down the baking aisle of any normal supermarket and look closely at the ingredient list of the most popular commercial peanut butter brands. What do you actually see printed there? You see loads of added sugar, completely unnatural hydrogenated fats, incredibly cheap palm oil, and a massive pile of sodium. That is not real peanut butter. That is a highly processed candy spread engineered in a clinical laboratory by Dr. Frankenstein. These terrible artificial additives will force your blood sugar to absolutely skyrocket, massively promote deep inflammation in your gut, and cause the exact opposite of the calm fat-burning state we desperately want to achieve. You need the pure, naked truth, which means natural or organic peanut butter. The ingredient list must say peanuts, and perhaps a very small pinch of sea salt. That is the end of the list. Absolutely nothing else. Everything else sitting on that supermarket shelf is complete commercial rubbish. Mistake number 3 is keeping the wrong company. This is where most British nighttime snackers get it completely, disastrously wrong. A single spoonful of peanut butter taken entirely solo before bed is exactly like Batman. He is a silent, highly disciplined, incredibly efficient hero who does his absolute best work alone in the shadows. But what do most people do when they feel a bit peckish late at night? They smear that peanut butter thickly over a massive slice of highly processed white bread, or they eat it alongside half a packet of sugary digestive biscuits, or they wash it all down with a large glass of sweet cow's milk. By doing that, you are forcefully pairing Batman with a slow, completely incompetent, overweight sidekick who bumbles around and ruins the entire stealth mission. The fast-digesting carbohydrates from the white bread, or the pure sugar from the biscuits, and the lactose in the milk will instantly cause your blood sugar to surge. This forces your pancreas to pump out massive amounts of insulin, completely locking down your fat cells and sabotaging the entire overnight fat-burning process before it even begins. Peanut butter acting entirely solo is your ultimate nighttime hero. Peanut butter mixed with the wrong carbohydrate friends is an absolute disaster for your waistline. Now that you know exactly how to ruin it, we need to talk about how to do it perfectly. We are not just here to point out the problems, we are here to absolutely obliterate them. So how do we actually do this right? And how do we transform this one single spoon into your absolutely invincible nighttime secret weapon? Fasten your seatbelt, because here is the exact 5-step master plan for the perfect evening routine. The solution is not complicated at all. It is a wonderfully simple routine that works in total harmony with the brilliant natural systems of your body, rather than constantly fighting against them. Your physical body is not an enemy that you need to punish with massive doses of medication or brutal, exhausting crash diets. It is an incredibly perfect biological machine, and sometimes this machine just needs the exact right fuel at the right time to find its natural balance again. Here are the precise steps you need to follow. Step 1 is to choose your weapon wisely. You must buy a completely natural peanut butter. Turn the glass jar around and read the ingredients list. If there is absolutely anything written there other than peanuts and maybe a little sea salt, you need to put it straight back on the supermarket shelf and walk away immediately. Step 2 is all about the dose, because the dose makes the gond. You need to take 1 normal tablespoon, not a massive heaping mountain. You smooth it out flat. That is your exact biological dose. Not a single bit more, and not a bit less. Total precision is the absolute key here to controlling your hormones. Step 3 is remembering that timing is absolutely everything. You need to eat this spoonful roughly 30 minutes before you actually get into bed. This gives your digestive system just enough time to release those powerful satiety hormones, and completely stabilize your blood sugar before you drift off into deep sleep. Step 4 is the solo performance. You must eat this spoonful completely pure, straight from the spoon into your mouth. Absolutely no bread, no crackers, no fruit, nothing at all. You can wash it down with a small sip of plain water or perhaps a warm mug of unsweetened chamomile tea. You have to let Batman unfold his metabolic magic entirely on his own. Step 3 is the 7-day challenge. I want you to give this entire process exactly 1 week, just 7 straight nights. You must pull this off with absolute consistency and closely observe what happens to your system. Pay close attention to how deeply you sleep. Notice how your late-night cravings completely vanish. Pay attention to how wonderfully refreshed and energetic you feel the very next morning. You are simply training your body to function exactly the way nature originally intended. A single spoon of natural peanut butter before going to sleep might sound far too simple to actually be true, but the hard biological science behind it is absolutely rock solid. It stabilizes your crucial overnight hormones, it drastically improves your sleep quality, and it completely destroys your hunger cravings for the following day. It is incredibly cheap, it is remarkably easy to do, and it is instantly available in absolutely every single local shop. Therefore, I am challenging you right now. I challenge you to try this for exactly 7 nights. Not just blindly take my word for it. Let your own physical body give you the undeniable answer. Come back to this exact video next Tuesday and drop a message in the comments section to let me know exactly how your morning energy has transformed. Send this video right now to that one friend who is about to throw their hard-earned money out the window on useless weight loss illusions. And make sure you hit the subscribe button right this second, because in my very next video, I am going to completely expose the one specific morning drink that will instantly shift your entire metabolism straight into 5th gear.